welcome to our very first episode of Coffee with Curtains. That's a hot cup of coffee there.
Yeah.
Very hot. From Dixie. So, honey, you remember that time when we met? This is one of the funniest stories ever. Everybody always asks us, how did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
Because we're married for 45 years.
In July.
In July. Well, it's still 45 years.
We know each other 45 years.
We do, since you were 1 month 19.
Correct.
Right? I met you when you were 1 month 19, but that's another story for another day. Oh, wait.
No, that's part
That's
of the
part of this story. It is part of this story. What am I talking about?
Okay.
So basically, you were 19 years old.
Good God.
She was just a little baby. And
I had moved out to California from Denver. I left when I was 18, right after high school graduation, and I went to Long Beach thinking, ooh, a beach!
Long Beach is the best beach you can go to. Long Beach.
No.
But you're from Denver, so what do you know from Long Beach?
What do I know from a beach? I know nothing from a
All
beach.
she knows is that she's landlocked with mountains, and anything that said beach, she was all in, right, honey?
So anyway, I went to a school. It was Brooks College of Fashion Design and Interior Design and Fashion Merchandising, because that was a career goal. My actual goal was just to get out of Colorado. So I did.
Just to get out of Colorado, right?
Yeah. So
oh my God.
It was, we met in April of 1980.
Wow. That's a long time ago.
It was so long ago.
Oh my God.
And I was 19.
I didn't know you were 19, though.
I know you didn't.
I thought you were older. I did.
Did I look older?
No.
Okay.
But I assumed, you would be of age that I wasn't, getting involved with somebody who is
a teenager.
I'm already a career guy. I'm in showbiz. So showbiz.
So
this is
anyway,
important to the story that
okay.
I'm in show business.
So the school is predominantly female. So a bunch of girls said to me, hey, we got this bus and we're going to Santa Monica. We're going to see some show being taped. Do you want to come? No, I don't.
It's a good thing you decided to go, though.
Yeah. So anyway, I ended up going.
I'm just going to interrupt for 1 second because this is great that you were going. But meanwhile,
right.
While Judy was getting ready to go to this show, Alan, I was working for HBO Productions, and it was a funny show. HBO wasn't really HBO yet. This was the olden days, and so HBO was like, we had Mariette Hartley doing, what was it? Presto Changeo, it's magic. And so you were going to a magic show.
So we ended up
taping for a magic show.
So the bus dropped us off in Santa Monica. Never been there. And so all of a sudden I find myself in this line of people going into this theater, mostly women. And we had to wait. And then Alan, at the point it was like
she saw this stupid guy going with a clipboard, which was me.
Clipboard, super tight pants, and a vest.
I had a little vest.
You had a vest?
I had my little
Your
vest.
Pants
it was very
were
cute.
So tight.
I was cute.
You were adorable.
I was really cute.
You
I was. I had a beard.
You didn't have the beard.
I didn't have a beard.
Not them.
Oh no.
Only for the wedding. So that's
another story. That's another story. All right.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
Go ahead. You tell your part, and then I have to tell my part because I have to get in there. Otherwise, you're showed up to nothing.
We go in and we're.
So
being
where were
seated.
you though? Okay. So here's the thing she's leaving out. She always forgets this part. She went to something called the Mayfair Music Hall, which was a world famous theater in Santa Monica. Very famous.
Never heard of it.
Yes. Turn of the century. They saved it. And so the whole idea is that it was really a beautiful facility. They had the old balconies.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
They had the red, it was velvet. They had a restaurant in there. It was a fantastic place. And so, it's a great meet cute. is that we were at this. I was working. I was only going to work there for one day. Judy forgot to tell you that part, right, honey?
Well, that's your part.
Oh. Well, you're only going to be there one day, too.
And I was barely even going to be there.
That's right. She didn't want to go. She had to study for a test or something like that. Anyway, so I was working. I didn't want to do the show either.
Right.
I did it for a favor for a friend. And I was right. So basically, I was in charge of the audience. And that's when I met Judy in a big line. Giant line of women. But you didn't
meet me in the line. You picked me out.
I know. But this is where I have to overlap. So now the stories overlap a little bit. So Judy is there. And I happen to say to myself, Alan, because I don't date. I didn't date. I was wanting to be in show business. So I'm there and I'm the associate producer in charge of the audience or the audience manager or something like that. So I'm walking back and forth and I'm going, oh my God, there's sure a lot of girls here. I was going to be nuts if I didn't just, try and talk to at least one of them. And then I kept seeing you. I kept seeing you over and over and over again. And so I said, if anything, try and strike up a conversation. Okay, back to Judy. And by the way, I know what you were wearing that night.
I know. You always bring that up.
What were you wearing?
You tell me.
You were wearing the most gorgeous white linen, and her hair was all curly, super cute.
Yeah, it was the era of the perm.
Oh, super permy, super cute. And then, of course, you see her smile. She's got a crazy smile. And I said, oh, my gosh, she's the one. She's the one. She had no clue at this point that I already had us married and living together or whatever. But she was clueless. She's just there. Anyway.
So anyway, the show goes on, and then there's an intermission. And so everyone goes out into the lobby to, get a drink or go to the bathroom, whatever. And was it at that point? Or I guess was it over? Maybe it was over.
Well, it can't be over because it was a TV show, so we had.
Oh right. Okay.
It was just we did takes
so we had
and
a break.
break.
So,
it was a break. It was on a break.
So we were out mingling around in the lobby, and you didn't really do anything then.
I didn't really do much at all.
Well, I think did we have a conversation?
We did.
Okay, so
I stared at you the whole time. I don't remember. It's all a blur. But there was a piano, and there was
right. But that was at the end, before we were getting back on.
Did
the
I
bus.
talk to you before that?
I think so.
I don't
know.
I think maybe I saw you, and then
you like hi, and then you were doing your thing and running.
I
around.
may have done this. I may have done
trying
this.
to look important.
Right. I'm gonna say, I hope you girls enjoy the show, something like that, just so I can make an appearance and I can get a closer look. Oh yeah, she's cute. All right.
So then we go back in the show. The show finally is over. Magic show. It was great.
It was Presto Chango. It's magic.
I don't remember it.
With Marion Hartley. Look it up. Google it.
Yeah. Anywho, so it was over, and we're standing around, my group of girls, we're all standing around talking, and then Alan comes up, and he starts talking to all of us. And I thought you were more interested in my friend Pat.
No.
And so we're all just chitty-chatting, and then there's a piano, and on the piano was a vase of roses, and all the girls are taking out roses and taking it. I did not.
This is where
Alan, swift move, took a rose out of the vase and gave it to me. And then he asked if he could call me. And
I was so scared, by the way, just so you know.
And I'm like, I don't really give out my phone number like this, but okay. So I left. We all left. And then it wasn't the next day, because the next day, I remember I went to a party at USC. And then the day after that, then you called.
I did call. I was so nervous about calling.
Right. He waited a day.
I did wait a day. But that's okay, because after the show is over, I still had to go to NBC with these giant tapes, quads, giant, huge, like 20 of these reels, and each one of them weighs 100 and something pounds.
Yeah.
And I probably weighed 100 pounds soaking wet at the time.
Yeah.
At 3 or 4 in the morning, I finally get back home, and I go, did that even happen? Did I even meet this girl? And then I saw the number, and I said, okay, I'll give her a day. And so
he called me.
Called. And then who answered the phone? You didn't answer the phone,
No,
though.
Sherry, my roommate, answered the phone.
Right.
And woke me up from my hangover, my drunken stupor from the USC party.
I still never heard what happened at that party, so.
All I know is I had drinks.
She had drinks.
No people. I mean, I was with friends. I didn't do anything.
It wasn't coffee with curtains.
No, it was like beer and tequila. So that settled.
So anyway.
Well. So then he called me and asked me out for a date.
And I'm nervous as anything, as you can imagine, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was just working for a day, and all of a sudden I meet this girl, and I went, how long did I know you for there? 2 seconds? Like 30 seconds? I mean, it couldn't have been that long.
It was not long.
It wasn't very long. Anyway, enough to make a huge impression on me, that is for sure. And so I actually couldn't wait to call you. I had to settle myself down. Anyway, so I call. I get up enough gumption to call. And I'm shaking. And I was in the cute little house, the cute little
the cute apartment in North Hollywood.
Oh, it was so cute. That's another story.
Yes.
How I got that apartment. So I'm calling from the cute little alcove in the apartment, just like, it was Patty Duke show.
Landline.
We're on a landline. On a landline. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
on a landline. And Sherry answers. Thank God for Sherry, by the way.
Yeah.
If it weren't for Sherry, we would not have met.
Oh, exactly, because that's the only reason I went to California is Sherry says, I'm going to school in California. You should come.
That's
I
right.
went, okay.
That's right. I'm glad that you did. Otherwise,
anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we saying about? So Sherry answers the phone, and I was relieved that it wasn't Judie yet because I wasn't quite ready. I said, "Hello, this is Alan. Is Judie there? I met her the night before at the show," and then I hear Sherry go, "What did she say?" She said, "Judie, it's him."
She did not that loud.
Did.
My bed was like the room. It was a dorm room. It was very small.
But the fact that she said it's him, I knew that. Oh, thank God! That at least she told her what happened. She met some guy. Otherwise, I'd be calling. She go, I don't know anybody. She doesn't live here anymore. So anyway, so she hands the phone to you.
I don't remember the conversation at all.
Let's see if I can remember it. First of all, I had to reintroduce myself to you. And I do remember the first thing you said, you mean you like me? I thought that you liked Pat. Who's Pat? I don't even know who Pat is.
I don't either.
You saw me talk to one of the girls, which I did just to kind of throw off the scent. Because it would have been too friggin' obvious to just talk to you. So I had to talk to all these other girls too. But apparently I did throw Judie off the scent. She didn't pick up that she was the only one. That you were the only one for me. The only one.
Oh my God.
The only one.
So apparently he asked me out for a date.